Legler and our reporter, Allie LaForce. You look at the Pacers.
A 5-game series is a sprint. Even for the higher seeds, it feels like a must-win. Because if you don't, you lose home court advantage and have to win 3 of the next 4.
Pass to Jackson. You look at Indiana. They want to make a statement here in the first game of this series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
Over to the wing. Outside Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
That's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here's Risacher. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
Pass to George. And here's Hero. Risacher covering. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson the screen. Is Hero. It's hauled in by Portis.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Halliburton. Outside Walker. Outside Risacher. Puts up a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Allen outside. Hero looking around. Inside. Portis with the steal. And now Indiana on the fast break. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Hero. Off the inbound. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
The Tyler Hero is always ready to let it fly. Locked and loaded.
Stolen by Castle.
Oh, man!
Oh, wow. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Outside Risacher. Back to Halliburton. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Walker. The Pacers again can't hit. Miami leading by 3. George outside. Halliburton with the steal. To the paint. And the jam by Walker.
Plastering D from Halliburton. Leads to a steal and points in transition. I mean, creating offense with his defense, you have to love it.
Now here's Castle. Miami moving it around. 6 to shoot. Takes a 13-footer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Halliburton looking for an opening. George with a steal. Pass to Allen. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Miami making a switch here. Indiana on D. They trail by 1. Castle for 3. He buries it from 3. Castle's got 5.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Back to Castle. The 3-ball. And again, it's Miami from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Halliburton outside. Six on the shot clock. Up top post. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Now Castle. Give him 8 points now. Outside Podziemski. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Halliburton.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Allen outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, the length of Allen is exceptional, helping him reach past the defense and jamming it home.
Pass to Halliburton. He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana again missing.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Here's Hendricks. Outside Podziemski. Allen a screen. Podziemski into the lane. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got his second bucket on the night.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Here are your Indiana players.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Murray. Pass to post. To stop the drought. And that one is hammered home.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Jackson outside. Now here's Castle. Defended by Murray. Oubre on the wing. Clock at 6. Castle with it. Jackson Davis picks him up. Castle misses. Pacers trail by 7. Murray looking around. Back to post. Shoots over Jackson. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now?
Next team.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Hero outside. Down low. Pass to Hawkins. And here's Hero. Where the screen. Elbow shot on the way. The rebound by Post. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Santos. George with the block. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. So both teams making some changes here. From 12 feet, Miami grabs the miss. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. To the middle. Back to Hero. Kicks it to George. Can't nail the jumper. Reeves with the ball. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. To the inside. Jackson Davis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And here's Hero. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. And now Indiana on the fast break. Offensive rebound. Pass to Santos. To the left wing. Second chance effort. The shot by Reeves, no good. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up to the Miami Heat. Here's Podziemski. Fires for three. Sinks it from distance. Podziemski's gotten himself on the board with a three there. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
Heat leading by 11. Here's Castle. Give him 8 points now. Walker with a steal. Pass to Santos. From outside the arc. Nails it from three.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Hawkins can't get it to go. Here's Reeves. Outside for Halliburton. Portis outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
And the Pacers making a change here. Heat leading by 8. Castle outside. Pass to Hawkins. Miami, no good that time either.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Shot is good by Reeves.
And when you watch Reeves, he believes every shot is going in. I mean, he plays with major confidence.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his third before the half ends.
Castle right side. 5 on the clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Castle's got 10.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Pass to Walker. Back to Halliburton. Portis the screen. To the wing on the left. Rebound Miami. Now here's Castle. 10 points for him. Fires the three. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Pass to Evans. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Miami leading by 8. Here's Ware. Defended by Portis. Now Ware. No made baskets yet. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Next answer. Substitution on the court.
Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. And we're going courtside for a report on Quentin Post. What have they told you, Allie?
Thank you. I just talked with Indiana's head athletic trainer. He said there's a bit of weakness for this area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. An injury like this removes any hope of a return tonight, and it's serious enough to see you making this more than a few games. So back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Indiana making a switch here.
Keep that energy going.
And that one misses.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Castle with it. 12 points for him. Outside Podziemski. Back to Castle. Pass to Allen. Rizachet with some nice D.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
On the wing, Rizachet. Halliburton outside. Podziemski grabs the board. Heat leading by 8. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. They double team out. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here's Halliburton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. That'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Castle attacking. And a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, and when Castle gets going to the hoop, good luck getting in front of him.
Pass to Portis. So nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Evans. And he banks in the layup. Evans has got his first points of the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
George outside. His hero. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Heat lead by 8.
Tremendous effort from Allen. One of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Pass to Risacher. Portis right side. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Risacher. Tries it from 19. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Bobby Portis.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Risacher. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Risacher's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Indiana on D. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over Walker. Off the left rim and out. On offense, here are the Pacers. Here's Evans. Halliburton outside. It's Walker on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Out to the right wing. And Jarris Walker picks up the foul. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but 1 more and they'll be over the limit.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Miami making a switch here. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Clock at 6. Inside. Ware. Misses in close. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton using the vertical there.
Oh, merciless jam by Halliburton. He's got some serious hops.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Ware. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Santos. 4-3. Drains the triple. Santos has got 6 points.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
There's Jackson with the 3. Indiana with a rebound. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Halliburton on the attack. For the tie. It's rebounded by Hendricks. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Jackson. Kicks it to Hero. The 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
And these are exactly the looks that this team is working to get for Hero. They want him hunting down those threes anytime he wants.
Outside Rizachet. Here's Santos. Jackson Davis a screen. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Ware.
Halliburton really a playmaker with the ball in his hands.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. That's to Ware. Here's Hendricks. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Queta. Here's Santos. Halliburton outside. Pulls up at the elbow. Podziemski grabs the board. Heat leading by 5. And here's Ware. Back to Podziemski. Here's Halliburton. Outside Rizachet. Back to Halliburton. Poke loose. 6 on the shot clock. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. They look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
Minute 32 left in the third. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Castle. 14 points for him. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Castle's got 17 points.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard. Outside Reeves. Jackson Davis a screen. Clock at 4. And Indiana misses again. That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Hits the trifecta. And it's a 12-point Miami lead.
What a statement from Castle tonight, proving to the league he's going to be a problem for years to come.
Can they get it? The Pacers again can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Pass to Santos. Oubre with a steal. Stephon Castle. He's been the guy making things happen for the Heat. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Pacers trail by 12. Halliburton outside. Down low. Chalk up 2 there.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Now here's Castle. Oubre on the wing. Up top, Castle. 6 to shoot. Back to Oubre. Beyond the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton outside. To the wing, right side. Unloads. It's rebounded by George. Miami leading by 10. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Allen on the wing. Pass to Hawkins. Takes a three. Hits a three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the pick. To the paint. Here's Evans. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. And Thomas has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Jackson outside. George left side. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Evans.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be Keyshawn George. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Miami making a switch here. To the inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to Hawkins. Kicks it out to Jackson. Miami moving it around. Jackson the screen. Castle attacking. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, and that's where Castle is most effective, when he's getting downhill and attacking.
Now Halliburton. Now here's Jackson. Here's Evans. Ware covers. Puts it up. The rebound by Jackson. Miami leading by 10. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 5th foul.
And he's got to be careful now. One more foul and his night is over.
Over to the left wing. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Walker. Outside Reeves. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, it's really turned around for him because he really took care of the ball in the first half.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Teams will make substitutions. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Hero with the bucket.
Well, he is always looking for his own shot. Hero rising up and knocking it down.
Pass to Walker. Here's Keita. Outside Reeves. Outside Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Keita. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Miami leading by 10. Hero outside. Pass to Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. The 17-footer. Indiana with a rebound. Outside Reeves. Here's Queta. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, there was some nice rhythm to that play, and Reeves with a perfect pass.
Hero with it. There's the drive. Using the glass to lay it in.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Outside Reeves. It's Walker on the wing. He got it.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. "13 points was their biggest lead of the game." Here's Castle. Halliburton comes to help. Jackson outside. Castle outside. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Yeah, you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Yes, sir, with the 3.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Walker on the double team. Here's Allen. Here's Hendricks. The acrobatic double clutch finish. Wow.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
Right side, Walker. Halliburton outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
And here's Castle. Jackson outside. Can't get the 3. Pacers trail by 9. Castle pulls it down. And here are the Heat. "43 seconds left in the final quarter." And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Heat substitution, number 18, Isha George.
Halliburton fires. Yes, sir! From way outside. 6-point game. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Miami. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Hero. Oh, got a piece of it. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 6. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Halliburton outside. Oh, off target from downtown. So it's Miami picking up the win. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Put the windows down, round town.